Blocking is one of those subjects where you can really add your personality into it. You can add what you're feeling, what you're thinking. There's multiple ways of blocking. If I'm hitting this string, and if you're able to imagine this string being someone that's trying to hit me when it's dancing back and forth, I'll show you that you can block by holding up a telephone, right? An imaginary telephone. You're cupping your ear. You're here, protecting your jawline. You're bracing yourself for impact. And yes, they are hitting your body, they are hitting your arm. It's a lot better than your jawline being hit or your brain being rattled. So, I'm throwing some punches, and you see one coming at you. You can protect yourself here. And notice I even came into that punch, that imaginary punch. I walked into it a little bit to meet it halfway. Which, if you think about it, if someone's meeting me halfway in the middle of a punch, I'm here and I'm imagining myself having my full power once I extend and reach out and twist with my body. But if they meet me halfway and take that away from me, they're taking away, I feel like, more than half away my power in a punch. So that's a concept that you can put in your thoughts. When you see hits coming at you, when you see a kick coming at you, you can walk into them a little bit as long as you're ready to take the hit and block or duck under, right? But if you're able to meet them halfway, you can take some of that power away. Another way to block, if someone's coming straight down in the middle to hit you, your torso, your face, you can brace yourself, make a shield with both of your arms. Alright, a fist is not going to get through a little gap. So you have to be sturdy when you're making a shield. And you don't want your arms to be out here. You want them to be up close, up to your core. Right, this is how they teach you how to lift heavy objects at work, is to have everything close to you. Same thing here. When you have your arms closer to you, it's harder for someone to take that away. But when you're out here, it's easier for this kind of motion to happen when you're getting hit, when someone's literally pushing your hands away. So keep your arms close. If I'm receiving some hits, I'm going to block. Now if I want to block and meet them halfway, I'm here. I'm almost like a shield at that point. I'm imagining myself as like a sturdy wall meeting the cannonball that's maybe coming at me. So with you being able to cup your ear, protect yourself, reach for the phone, be tight here, and be over here, be close to your body, protecting your face. You can drop your elbows, drop them a little bit. You just drop your stance, you kind of curve down to be able to protect your core while you're protecting your face. I'm here. Keeping tight, keeping close. The thing is, when you are fighting someone that is experienced, you can have your little safe shell, your safe little space where you can block all these hits. But most people that do have experience will be able to recognize that shell. And if you don't get out of it, that's when the Hail Marys are going to come, the power shots, the shots where the person might not even have any technique and they just feel cocky at that point. And they're going to throw something that still might hurt, something that you could easily get out of or block. But now you're so petrified in this shell. So you don't want to be in this shell for too long unless you're confident with it. And by having confidence with your shell, that does mean that you do have to go train with other people. You need to test your skills. You need to know that that person that you're facing might have a better offense than you, but your defense is better. And your defense is what's going to get them to tire out to the point where your offense will be better than theirs. Like the video if you found something interesting. I'm about to share to you one of my favorite secrets of all time. Something that I don't tell a lot of people about. And that's when it comes to blocking. Yes, you can meet them halfway, right? That's half of what I like doing here. But when someone's throwing a punch, meet them halfway with your sturdy shell and hit them back. If this knot is a punch, which I'm not sure you're able to see, but this little area right here is a punch, I can meet them with my elbow halfway, and now it's a defense and it's also an offense. And guess what? A lot of people don't have the wrist flex when they're throwing the punch right away. So when you meet them halfway with an elbow, you might be able to crush their wrist, crush it inwards. So now they have to think twice about throwing that same punch because now you threw an elbow at their punch, right? That takes a little bit of accuracy. Anyone can do it though. Anyone can do it in this kind of a thing. Next, I'm going to show you how to block a kick, which might be a little harder to demonstrate by myself. When it comes to blocking a kick, you want to be able to have a straight shin right here. All right? You see fighters in the UFC all the time block kicks with their shin. They're just raising it. They're raising it and posting it. Post. All right, you have to also meet them halfway if you can and take away some of that power from a kick. That's going to hurt a lot more than a punch. There's a lot more inertia to that. So if you can, you want to meet them halfway, block it. When you first start off blocking kicks, it does tend to hurt a lot of people. Your nerves are not used to something like that. That's why a lot of fighters will get a rolling pin and try to kind of kill their nerves in their shin a little bit. Try to get more accustomed to that or practice kicking each other in the shin. It hurts everyone. It hurts most people. The thing is, if someone's throwing a kick over and over again at your muscles, at your ribs, things might break. Your muscles might tend to swell, right? And then if your muscles are swollen and bruised up, you might not be able to walk the way you used to anymore. Especially for that moment in time when there might be danger involved. And you need to be able to be nimble still. So you have to make a choice whether you want to take the punishment with your body or you want to take it with something that is a little bit more durable and you see a lot of people block kicks with. There's a kick approaching, blocking. I'm using more of my knee there, to be honest. This one's a little harder to explain without a person trying to kick me. But the point of it all is that when someone is kicking your shin, you don't want your shin to go inwards, right? That's not going to block the kick. If it goes inwards, they're still going to get through. They might chop to your other leg, and you're still going to take damage to that one. So if you're here posted, you don't want to be out either. That's not really going to help you. It's not a sturdy frame. You want to meet them as if you were a wall. So you want it to be straight up and down. Straight up and down. And that's what you're meeting a kick with. This stance right here. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Thank you for watching.